Hey y'all, Easy Slider here. How well are foreigners treated in the Philippines when they go to meet their long-distance relationship partner? Well, since nobody likes to be mistreated, it's only natural that this question would come up. And you think about it, how are you going to be treated in another country? That's a normal question. We know even in our own country sometimes that we're not treated too great. But will people from a foreign country treat us even worse? And certainly some countries have a dislike for other countries, so you can pretty well guess that wherever you're going, it's going to play a huge part in the answer to that. We've been talking about the Philippines in all our previous videos, so let's just keep on talking about the Philippines and answer that question. Actually, we only have to look as far as our own country to realize certain areas in our country might have a dim view of other regions of the country. So let's look at the Philippines, and we need to do the same thing there. We need to look at the different regions. As one starts to learn about the Philippines, we hear about something called red zones. Just that name alone should kind of remind you of a stop sign. The red zones are the areas considered not the safest places to go. You probably immediately think, oh no, man, the Philippines is a bad place. Wait a second, hold on there, Buttercup. In the United States, we have equally bad problems, but we don't call them red zones. So, thankfully, though, there's not many of them, and they're easy to identify. The Philippines is broken down into 3 large islands. In my experience, it's totally been in the largest of the 3 islands, Luzon. But I've got a lot of friends that live in all different areas of the Philippines, and they give me information about the regions that they come from. Now, I'll tell you real quick, good common sense goes a long way. If you walk in dark alleys in bad neighborhoods at night, what do you expect? Okay, you're going to have problems. Philippines are like other places in the world. If you stay out of the known bad places, use good common sense, and you're probably going to prove to be pretty safe. Also, if you learn what to expect before you go, things like the normal aggravations such as beggars and taxi drivers charging too much, then those things you'll find out are normal, but they're not dangerous. Now, I've lived in the Philippines 2 different times, and I've really not felt unsafe while I've lived there. Providing you with information is what I do. I want to make your trip safe, and I want to make it fun. But I also want to give you information you need on long-distance relationships. By subscribing, you're helping me put that information out to others. And if you like and subscribe, together we'll be able to do a lot and help a lot of people. So I appreciate that. Thank you. There are many safe and beautiful places in the Philippines, and there's actually no reasons to go to the known areas that I mentioned there that are not so good. But as a general rule, you're going to find some of the nicest people you've ever met there. A lot of people like to talk to you and just learn about you, and so you're going to find them to be really nice. When I was in any area for a couple of weeks, I'd often have people just walk up to me and start talking to me and asking me questions, and it wasn't bad at all. I'm going to tell you though, the real key is respect. As long as you show respect, you're going to really enjoy the people there, and they're going to enjoy you too. A good way to think about it is, we're a guest in their country, so be a good guest. You're going to be surprised if you do that, how the people are going to treat you, how well they're going to treat you. I can't even count the number of times someone would just walk up to me and start to talk, and I would just found it the easiest thing in the world to make a friend in the Philippines. Well, I guess that answers the question about how you're going to be treated, right? No. You forgot about another group of people. This group is the group that can make the difference between a super wonderful trip and a bad one, all right? I bet you're probably thinking, who in the world is Slider talking about? Well, this group of people have a name, and it's family. Yeah, you heard me right, family. But if you'll allow me, I'll give you some ideas that'll help you make sure that they react to you in a positive way, and that's what you want. All you have to do is remember that when you meet your long-distance relationship partner, she's part of a family. Family in the Philippines are often very close, so keep that in mind. If you realize you're falling in love with her and she's falling in love with you, then do this, all right? As you talk to your girl, talk to her family. A lot of times she's going to have brothers and sisters, and they want to talk to you. They want to learn about you because you're different than they are, and they've never seen anything like you maybe. So you're interesting, so they want to talk to you. Now, as far as the mother and father goes, it's going to depend probably on their ability to speak English. Now, for most at least, they can carry on a pretty basic conversation, so include them once in a while in the conversation that you're having, and you're going to find that's a pretty wise move. By doing that, you're allowing the family to get to know you on a personal level. It helps them to build your relationship together, and so then you're not going to be a stranger to them. But, they just want to learn that they can trust you and respect you, and that you respect them and their custom. And that really means a lot to the people in the Philippines. That's going to be a huge help when you arrive in the Philippines. And a key point to remember is the family will probably be tight-knit. If you can't get along with the mother and father, you already have a problem, because I can tell you their daughter is going to likely follow the lead of the family. But the good news is almost always they're easy to talk to, and when they know you, you shouldn't have any problems. You're going to quickly be accepted into the family, and then talk. A good idea too is talk to your partner. She can sometimes shed some light on things to talk to them about and discuss with them that'll help them like you more. She can give you that information. The biggest problem a Westerner has is, everything is different. And a lot of times they have a tendency to look down on part of the culture, such as maybe your girlfriend's parents or your girlfriend are cooking your meal outside. That's not unusual, but it might seem odd to you. Just remember, if you see something that's strange to you or odd to you, and just keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything bad. Then adapt and overcome. Building that relationship that's going to last a long time has to mean that your way is not the only way. Be open-minded and respectful, and you're soon going to find that the family is going to open up their arms to you. So to sum things up, be respectful of all the people and their customs. Use common sense when you go somewhere and what time of day you're going. And keep abreast of all the travel advisories. The Philippines do put out travel advisories, so just keep an eye on that. Most likely you're not going to have plans to go to the dangerous areas anyway, so shouldn't be a problem. Being treated good in the Philippines, it's not hard. Just treat everybody like you want to be treated. Have a good time there. Everything will go well. Now in the next video, we're going to explore an interesting topic that's something you don't want to miss. Long-distance relationship success rate between the Filipinos and Americans. What is that success rate? We're going to answer those questions and just talk about the things that's kind of been running around in the back of your mind, okay? So come on, let's just slide on over and answer some of those interesting questions. Come on, let's go. I'll meet you there.